All right, folks, let's talk about magazines. We've got these new Mekgar metal Glock magazines. Now, if you're not familiar, these are shipping with the new Staccato HD. One of the questions I've gotten a lot about the gun, it's not even really a question about the gun, it's a question about the mags. And people want to know, like, are these magazines any good? You know, because I like metal magazines as much as the next guy. Maybe these are good. Maybe instead of buying the factory Glock magazines, should buy these metal Mekgar magazines. Now, first impression, super positive. I love the way that they slide right in and out of my Staccato. They appear to work just the same with the Glock. Mekgar magazines, I mean, they make magazines for all kinds of manufacturers. Their products tend to be good to go. So these do seem like, yeah, these, if you want metal magazines, like, oh man, maybe I should get these. So that's been the question. Should I get them? Are they good? That, whatever. Well, my initial impression is good, as I just described. And in the few rounds I've fired, my HD haven't had a problem. However, now I'm starting to have a problem. So I've been shooting this gun, one of my trusty old Glock 34s. Been shooting this, sporting wood the whole time the last few days. I like shooting the gun, but I started to have a problem. I came up to do a drill to demonstrate something. Come up, boom, boom, boom. Well, actually, the first time it happened, boom, I fire one round, and the magazine falls right out of the gun. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ben, you dummy. You didn't seat the mag properly. Got to seat it properly. And I was thinking the same thing. Now, that's not a common thing that I do with my Glocks. I'm not saying it's never happened, but it's like, that's kind of weird because I don't do that with Glocks. So I was like kind of sussy about it. And if you're curious, I don't have an extendo mag release on this thing. Like I just never inadvertently hit this mag release. It's hard for me to hit it on purpose, in fairness. All right, so then time goes on, doing some more drills, doing some more shooting. And then again, third, fourth, fifth round into the magazine, it pops out again. And I'm thinking like, okay, for sure that was not me that time. I numbered the magazines, or at least this one. Got it numbered. Did some more testing with it, and sure enough, maybe every 10th or 12th round that I fire with this gun and this mag, this hoe just flies right out of here. Okay, so I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just this magazine, I don't know. I don't know at this point, but that's not a real good sign. So I went on with my day, and then I got a text message report from one of my friends in law enforcement. Showed me this batch of magazines that they're testing here at his department. So guys are shooting them through Glocks. And then I have here a whole spreadsheet of malfunctions with these magazines. In every case, a fail to feed. It just says here which magazine number it was with, which gun it was through, what the gun's set up with. Some of their guns have ramjets, some don't. And it was like worse with the ramjets. So here's what he says. Here's what he said. Fucking sucks, dude. I was stoked about them. Initially, was having constant problems with these two mags, but then the rest of them that went well. Then we tried shooting with the ramjet, and it was struggle bus. Feels like the spring tension is not as strong as OEM Glock mags. You can sometimes feel a hitch as the slide comes back into the battery. On the other hand, mags have been 100% for the HDs we've shot. The other 8 had failed to feeds in under 500 rounds. The HD got sent back to Staccato. Oh boy. Oh boy. So anyway, this is all pretty early on here. But these magazines that you would think, it's Mekgar, bro. They should be good to go. But apparently it's not working too good thus far. So that's the news. If you're thinking that these mags are going to replace your Glock mags and you're buying these from now on, I wouldn't do that yet. Maybe I wouldn't do that ever, but definitely I wouldn't buy them yet.